Yes, sir, we did. We interviewed two candidates, Maurice and Brent. And as I said earlier, the number one thing, both were great fits. Both had a lot of positive qualities, the ability to keep the staff together, continuity, all those things were in play. Probably the number one thing that differentiated Brent was his leadership in running the triple option as an offensive coordinator at multiple institutions with a high level of success.
Why did you limit the field to just the two guys?
We didn't feel like we need to go outside. Frankly, the fourth-year seniors that are going to play for us next year, this will be the third head football coach in 4 years. And I don't know why you want to look outside when you've got quality people inside who are ready to take the reins. Could we have looked outside and maybe found a head coach that has been a head coach? And I'll tell you, there was a lot of interest and a lot of people reaching out to us, but that doesn't mean that they're the right fit at the right time for this institution. And that's what we're committed to, fit, fit, fit. And I believe we had two quality candidates internally.
I have just two more questions, guys. I'm sorry. Why you did this in one day? Why move so quickly?
Well, there's a thing called National Signing Date on February 3rd. This past weekend we had 9 recruits in. And of the 9 recruits, 5 committed while they were there. And while they were there, we had a very, very candid discussion with them. There's nothing like being transparent and authentic with people for them to appreciate that. And during that time, we addressed the photo head on with those families and those young men. Coach Houston was up front and said, listen, you need to understand, I'm being looked at by another institution. I have nothing to hide here. I've got to look at that for my family, in which he did. But he was up front with it. 5 of the 9 young men committed to us. That's positive. You know what that says? That this place is bigger than a person, the AD, the coach, okay? It's about the Citadel and what we stand for and what you can get when you come here and go to school.
Finally, a lot of people think the Citadel had a chance here to make a historic hire, given everything that's happened at the school and in our city and in our state in recent months. Did that factor into your thinking at all?
I would say that we're conscious of it. To act like it doesn't enter your consciousness would not be a truthful statement. It's in our consciousness, but at the end of the day, we wanted to hire what we believe was the very, very best fit, regardless of their race, religion, creed, national origin, ethnicity. None of that mattered. Who's the best coach to take our program forward and build upon the successes that we've had?
Thank you.
Yep.
Jim, when writing up this contract now, do you think about making it tougher for a coach to leave? Obviously, Coach Houston was 2 and done with, it wasn't a ton more money than he got at James Madison. Do you think about making a tougher contract for Coach to leave and trying to keep a little more continuity?
I think our contract with Coach was fair. I really do. Coach agreed to the terms of the contract. We agreed to the terms of the contract. Coach will have to pay a buyout, or JMU will pay us a buyout of $75,000. That's in the contract. I know this. Mike Houston left our program better than he found it. We're on much solid ground. We're going to continue to build the program and take it to new heights. I believe we can compete for and win championships here on a regular basis. And so I don't know that we need to make the contract tougher and more difficult. I think the contract did exactly what it's supposed to do. I know this. If we continue to win here, we'll have a lot of interest in our head coach and our assistant coaches on a consistent basis.
Jim, did Houston's departure kind of catch you by surprise, or after the season did you have an idea, hey, we might be looking for a new coach and I should start right here?
Well, I tell you what, in college athletics, you're never surprised. Anything can happen at any point in time. So I wouldn't say I was surprised. I was hopeful that we would be able to keep Mike longer than we did. But let's face it, was anybody here surprised that we won the Southern Conference in his second year? Everybody was, because most people weren't thinking that way. And so the bottom line is, he took us to a level that a lot of people didn't think we could get to until maybe year 3 or year 4. So was I hopeful that we can keep him longer? Absolutely. But was I surprised that he had some interest from other folks? No, I was not. So with that being said, if you're an AD and you're in Division I college athletics today, you better be thinking about what's your plan, what are you going to do, and how are you going to do it. But I think the 3 things that kept coming back to us: fit, the ability to keep continuity in our staff, and the recruiting class that we've already built. I believe we have 9 or 10 commitments. And the third thing was we want to continue to be prolific at run the triple option, which we believe gives us the best chance to win.
Anything else for Jim? All right. Thank you, guys.
Great. Thank you for coming, everybody.